evening, Taurus. This is Gifted Soul here. I'm doing a reading for all the Taurus souls this evening. Taurus being 21st of April to the 21st of May. And this reading is for the period 30th March to the 5th of April. So I'm going to be doing two readings this evening. I'll start off with the first reading, and I'm going to cover the spheres of life. This will tell you where you stand pretty much in all the facets of our life. Love, work, money, family, health, hopes, fears, and the likes. That's great. I'm pleased you joined me this evening. Glad to be here. Looking for 7 cards. Looking for 6 cards for Taurus to me. Another 5 cards. Yes, I feel compelled to take these cards. Number 3. Whoops. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Too much energy. Wow. Put these back. One more card. One more card for Taurus. Right. Overall energy is the 9 of Wands. Heavily guarded. Right. Let's see what we have here. Right, first up front, we speak about love. For your love life. This is the 10 of staffs or wands. And this speaks of an energy there's a lot of work being put in to this love relationship. But it looks as if it's not being reciprocated. It looks as if it's just one-sided. Now, I don't know whether this is to do with a marriage partnership or whether this is to do with a love relationship or maybe just friends first. But someone's putting an awful lot of energy into the relationship and the other's not reciprocating. Okay, let's see what the cards foretell. On a work front, we've got the card of Pisces, the moon card. Okay, so this speaks of a lot of secrets being withheld. Now that could be in a situation where your boss is withholding information from you. It could be your work colleagues. It could be something to do with the project you're working on, where you're not going to get all the information that you expected to deliver and deliver by a deadline. So that could be another factor. Also, it's a dog-eat-dog world out there, so everyone's in it for themselves. There's a lot of phony people out there. A lot of deception. Also keep an eye on deception, and that can come in any form. Not only just through the work, through love as well. Just be careful you're not deceived. Okay, so this is the card of illumination. The moon's there, but the moon dies and the sun overshadows it. So let's see what information we pick up on the work front with the Mona Lisa deck. On the money front, we've got the Six of Swords. Okay, it's air energy, and it looks as if, I don't know if some of you have decided to relocate. You know, you've been offered a contract, maybe the work's finishing up, maybe you've been asked to relocate or to take an apprenticeship up, but it's not where you reside at the moment. It's in another place, so you're definitely going on a trip. Also, if you know anyone that's been ill, that's been suffering with an illness, they need to take rest, and this trip will do them good. So it's crossing waters. You also may come into contact with, be reunited with people that you haven't seen for a good while, you know, people out of town. So, and the trip's going to go well. There's no problems and there's no delays in this trip, but it's necessary to take the trip. Okay, that's just a thought. So that's on the work front. It's necessary to take that trip. Pardon me. On the money side of things, you've got the Knight of Cups. He's coming in, he's offering his cup, the cup that he has. He's very sincere. He's honourable. And yeah, the energy is young. It's a young energy. Not too young, but it's definitely not mature energy. He's a free moral agent. He's coming in. He's offering you something. And this could be the money. This could be something to do with an investment, something to do with a new opportunity, a work prospect. It could be something to do with property, investments, or it could be something to do with promotion, something to do with another job offer. So it looks as if money is, there's prospects for money. Pardon me. On the family side, we've got the Seven of Wands. You can see the Seven of Wands here. He's been very guarded, Seven of Wands. He's standing for what he believes in. But I think he's also very, he's more in a defense mode than anything else. Now, I don't know why he's in a defense mode. It's something to do with family. So it could be your blood family, or it could be the family that you married into, you know, your spouse. But he's definitely standing his ground, or she's standing her ground, and they're defending something. So I don't know whether you are wedged in a relationship or whether you've been the go-between. You will know. And the energy here is very guarded. I think we're a card short, 2, 4. So we've got 2, 4, 5. No, we're right. Your hopes, you're very vexed at the moment. Got the Nine of Swords here, also air energy. And yeah, this is our second swords card. Got the 6, and yeah, we've got the 9. And this person's very worried. He's having sleepless nights. He's more worried about what's going to happen than about what will happen. So I think it's just a case of him mulling things over, and he's betwixt and between, and he's very vexed. And it's keeping him up at night. It's taking sleep from him. He's worried. And I think his hopes are for a good life, for finances, and for a good future, with his partner, and for good opportunities to do with work prospects. Somehow feel that this card's connected to money, like someone's concerned about money. Are they going to have enough money? Your fears, you suspend it. This is the hangman. He's suspended. He's hit a brainwave. He's now suddenly been enlightened. Okay, but you worrying, you mulling over all your fears, and I think now it's a case of you going within and meditating and seeking guidance and counsel. And if you have to connect with your spirit guides to do that, or if you know of an advisor that you see, perhaps and it's a good idea to contact them, get in touch with them as well, because I see he has got fears, but I think it's going to work out well. I think the fears are just in the mind. There's good prospects here as well, because he's been suspended. He's not in any trouble at all, and he's having a good long hard think about life. The prospects of life and where he's going to, where he's come. It's sort of like reflecting on the past. And had he not been suspended, he would not know right from wrong. He wouldn't know when to sympathise, with folk that are less fortunate than him, or less fortunate than you or I. And because he's been in that position, he's now suddenly hit a brainwave, and he's seen things a lot more clearer. So I'm going to now clarify these cards, and I'm going to use the Mona Lisa deck. This is a beautiful deck. The artistry is second to none. It's absolutely beautiful. So let's see what we can find for Taurus. Let's see what confirmation we can find for Taurus. I'm told to take that one. Looking for another 3 cards. Oops, excuse me. These ones would come out, so I'm taking those. I'm looking for one more card. Looking for that rose card. We got it. There's that. And we have the Queen of Wands on the back. It's Queen of Wands energy. You cannot take anything if you do not listen. You've got to be open to listen. And that could be to anything. That could be to gifts. That could be to what the universe is trying to bring you. Stop blocking it and be open. And if you're trying to manifest something in your life, whether it be love or finances or relationship-wise, you need to be open to receive. Because you can't get anything if you don't receive. It's like, not having faith. Right, let's see what we can see. What's in the cards. What's in the clarifying cards for Taurus? On the love note, on the love front, one partner's doing a lot. As I said, they're putting all their energy into making this work. The other partner's not being so reciprocal. He's not meeting anyone halfway. And it's clarified by the Four of Wands in the Mona Lisa deck. You've got to join forces. It's telling you how there's teamwork's required, effort's required. You need to be open to this. You need to take the mask off, and you need to collaborate, and you need to form a union, so that you're able to get on. You're able to, communicate and take out the good. There's good that you've got and good that your partner's got, and you need to look for that. You both need to work on it. On the work side, we have the Moon card. As I say, there's a lot of deception there. There's a lot of secrets at the moment. They will be revealed, but just not yet. And that's paired off with the Knight of Chalices. So, and that ties in perfectly, because hard work will be rewarded. So you carry on doing what you're doing. The revelation's coming to you, irrespective. It's not just on the work front, I feel. It's on the other spheres of life, whether that be on a personal note, whether it be that you've been deceived by a lover or a friend or a colleague. This is going to come to the fore, and you will be rewarded. You will, receive your reward, your just reward. On the family front, as I say, you're going away. You're going to take a trip. Definitely taking a trip. And this could be relocating. Could be a job offer. It could be taking on an apprenticeship for those young folk. It could be starting a new business. It's an opportunity. And also someone's going to heal. They're going to heal. It's either in the mind, body or spirit. They're going to receive healing by taking this trip. And they need it. It's very required. So, and it's paired by the King of Wands. Every stroke makes a bigger picture. So by you relocating, by doing what you have to do, it's going to bring you closer to your goal. And it's going to bring you closer as a unit, as an entity, as a family. Your health, got the Knight of Cups energy. It's very stable. It's very secure. I mean, there he is. He's very emotional. He knows what he wants. Young energy as well. And I don't think there's too much complications here besides the Nine of Swords. We'll come to that. And then this is paired off with the Two of Wands. And this speaks about communication and collaboration and unison, because you can't do anything unless you're working together. So you need to be in on it. You both need to be in on it. You know, these oxen are pulling at odds, and they can't pull that way because nothing's going to happen. They need to pull together. So you've got to reinforce. I think it's a time of reinforcement. So you can improve your health once you get that right. Your hopes are very guarded. Seven of Wands is very guarded at the moment, and I don't know. As I said, I don't know whether that's because he's a witch in a relationship, or whether he's the one that's on the outside looking in. But he's using a bit of it's crisis management, I see it as. Look, he's standing his ground, but he's also very defensive. And, sorry, that's upside down. That's paired with the Knight of Swords. Looking at the world through different eyes. Taking a different perspective of the world. Step back and get out of this defense mode. And step back and take another look. Because I think, at the end of the day, you want to make it work. You want to make you want your health to be good. You want your relationship to be good. You want your work life to be good. And I think you just need to step back and reevaluate. So that's your hopes. Now, coupled with that, we've got the Nine of Swords, where this person's very vexed. He's got a lot going on, and it could be because of the relocation, it could be because of the job. I tend to feel it's a bit of both. It could be because of the relationship where or working relationship, or what it looks like love, where he's not being supportive. He's not being supported, and he's doing all the work. And that's paired by the Two of Chalices. Choose your partners wisely. So that's the message. You need to work it out, or if you don't work it out, move on. It's that simple. I know it sounds a bit rude and callous, but at the end of the day, that's what it is. Your fears, You've been suspended, you're looking at things from a different perspective, and you need to do that so that you can put things into perspective, so that you can make them work, for you. You can, have a good perspective on your life as a whole. And be careful of the decisions you make today. Could be regrets for tomorrow. So that is your fear. So I think you need to go within yourself and meditate and see what's important to you. That's what I think you need to be doing. So now I'm going to do another very interesting spread. So I'm going to be doing a portrait spread now. It'll just sum things up nicely. As I say, these readings I haven't gone into detail, but it's to give you a bigger picture. If you do want to read them, you can, my information is in the link below. You can contact me, email me. Right, that's the portrait. Now we're going to frame the portrait. Okay. Ultimately, the portrait is the lesson you are going to learn. This is the lesson you're going to learn, from your situation. What your situation is going to teach you. So what you'll be taking away from this once you've learned the lesson. Let's see what the surrounding parts are. So let's build the frame now. You want to build the frame. It's earth energy, water. Let's build that frame around this portrait. Portrait needs a frame. Right. Looking for another 2 cards. One more card. Actually looking for another one. Sorry. You've got the 6 of swords again. Let's get an overall energy for Taurus. What they've forgotten. What they haven't thought of. What should Taurus be told? What haven't they thought of? Wants to come out. Righty. And you've got the overall energy. It's the 6 of Wands. That's victory, that's honour, that's accolades, that's going out there, being crowned, being publicly addressed for good. So, not bad at all. So let's go into it. Pardon me. So this is you, this is the portrait, this is the lesson you need to learn. You need to, this is the 3 of Cups. You need to, it's not so much about having friends. It's about having that one true friend and trusting that one true person. And also, getting to know the friends in your group. It could be a close-knit group. It's getting to know, exchanging, companionship. So the lesson here is you don't need too many friends. You just need that one good friend. or maybe 2 or 3 good friends, not a whole herd of them, because, you know, 2's a company, 3's a crowd, really. So then that's what I see for you. That's the portrait. What you hoped and wanted. What you hoped and wanted is the 10 of Cups. It's that the happy ever after. It's that perfect life. It's that family life. It's that beautiful property, good address property. It's having the money in the bank, investments. It's having the person that you are compatible with, that person that fools you, that person that makes you happy, that you exchange views and, you know, they lighten the load. That's ideally what you hoped and wanted, or that's what you hope and want. Now let's see what weighs on your mind. You've got a lot weighing on your mind. And this is the Devil. This is the card of Capricorn. Now then, you either, what I see is you've been bonded in some way. And this could be in the form of a job that you bonded to. And you bonded to it because you have commitments. You've got bills to pay. You've got a bond to take care of. That could be another a form of bondage. Is you've actually taken out a bond. Oh, that's told you it's made you liable for paying, or you lose your home. So it's this type of addiction. Or you could be studying, and while that's a good thing, and you want to improve your skills, you're going to have to, and that's a good thing. It's a positive thing. But then you're also going to have to understand that you'll have to stay at home. So you can't go out as much as you wanted to. So that's also something. They say you bond. You're in bondage there. You're in bondage to study. So you have to forsake your companionship with your partner or your friends or whoever it may be, because you've got that commitment. This could also be attached to sexuality, like being in bondage and in the form of not so much as a love relationship, but bonded to sex, bonded to alcohol, bonded to drugs, or it could be several different things. And this is just telling you, this is a card of warning. You've been bonded. That's what's weighing you down now. It's weighing heavy on your mind. Now we have the Ace of Cups. This is what you expect. You expect that happiness. You expect the Ace of Cups energy. You expect that gift. You want to receive that gift, because that's a good gift. You want to be happy. But I also need to tell you that you can't look to anyone else for your happiness, because happiness comes from within. Your cup is filled up. Okay? But there's a word of caution here. You need to look to yourself to make you happy. Because if you can walk the path on your own, as a lion walking through the jungle, you can pretty much face anything. Because you're sure and you're flat-footed. So you need to go through that. You need to understand that that's what you need to be doing. That happiness comes from within. You can't look to anyone else to make you happy. What you expect the Queen of Cups energy. That's what you're expecting. You're expecting that good life. You're expecting to have it easy. You're expecting to hold a high office, a job in a high office. You're expecting that business to be grounded and have a solid foundation, and you want it to grow and increase, and you want that comfortable life. You want to be in a position where you call the shots, where you financially secure, and you can make a life for your family, and it's not a hand-to-mouth situation. It's a hell of a lot more than that. Right. What will most likely happen? I see this. You're gonna have conflict of sort. There's going to be some conflict. And it looks as if these people are very angry. And I'm just wondering what's sparked their anger. Is it something you've done? Or is it something they've done to you? Or is it a bit of both? Is this on a work front, or is this could this be a relationship? Could this be the wedge? Could you be a wedge in a relationship where you're fighting for the third party or another party, or someone that's already been taken? I think you need to examine what this is all about. You really need to take a long, hard look and see what this is all about, because it's coming down to it. It's here, it's on the horizon, it's not going anywhere. So it's something you have to think about. So what inhibits your progress? Got the Hermit card here. Okay. That's what inhibits your progress, is you're not taking time out. You're not going within yourself, and you're not getting the rest you need. You're not exercising that mind of yours. You possibly actioning without thinking. It's the cart before the horse, and it can't be that way. So you've got to know within yourself what you want. You've got to know if you want to stay on and work for a boss, or if you want to branch out on your own, or if you want to be in a partnership, or if you want to be in a marriage, a strong marriage, a good relationship. It's something you have to work out. And once you work that out, you will proceed, you'll progress. There won't be any, issues going forward. But I think you need to take some time alone. And if you know of an advisor, contact them. Or, a personal advisor, or someone that you can speak to, that you can just bounce this off them. What balances you? You're going away. You're getting away from it. And if you haven't got away from it, if you haven't left this hustle and bustle, you're going to be doing so. So that's what balances you, is getting away from it all. Even if you're not relocating for a job, or a new property, or whatever the case may be, if you're not picking up a new skill in another place, you're going away. You're crossing water. You're going to have the trip is going to go well, and you're going to be enlightened. So I think that's a good thing. And lastly, this is the Knight of Pentacles. What have you forgotten? That's a very stable energy. It's slow moving, but steady, flat-footed and steady. So I think you're wanting to pace yourself too quick. You're thinking about too much all at once. You're not considering your other options. You're not going with the flow. You're not going within. You're not going with the flow. You don't know what you actually want. You want too much too quickly. That's what I feel. So that's what you've forgotten. You've forgotten to take it easy, because your stability is coming, but it's not here. It's in the distance. It's more in the distance, and slowly but surely. You can't have it that quick. And if you have it that quick, this sure something's wrong. So that's what you've forgotten and what you need to learn. So that's it, Taurus. That's your reading. Please let me know how it resonates with you. If it did, it's a general reading. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll pick you up in the next video. Thanks.